Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Britain's mainstream media, that bunch of fawning, obsequious, kiss-arsing, sycophantic, vomit-inducing journalist pack that creeps its way into number 10 by applauding everything that the leading parties do so they can continue to have access, have been playing up Keir Starmer's visit to America as the greatest thing ever since sliced bread. You know, the bestest. It was the greatest thing. Look at him, bestriding the world stage like a giant. They're not mentioning, of course, that Trump insulted Starmer by meeting him when he did, with the Union Jack flying the wrong way round. You don't believe that was an accident, do you? That was probably deliberate. And then, of course, he leaves the others, Lammy and co. He just walks in. Nobody greets them. Oh, yes, it was noted. But that doesn't matter, because look how Keir Starmer went there and forced the American president into agreeing with Chagos, into agreeing to let Britain lead in the Ukrainian fight. Let Britain do this. Britain's the greatest. Britain's brilliant. And, of course, they're building up the very fact that he had his Love Actually moment, the way he stood up to the president and said, you can leave our relationship between Britain and Canada alone. You know, we're the best of friends. We've got a good relationship. You know, blah, 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 right? Standing up for Britain in exactly the same way as Hugh Grant didn't. You know, Hugh Grant was effective. Everyone loved Hugh Grant as Prime Minister. Indeed, to this day, if Hugh Grant was our Prime Minister today, and I don't mean the character from the film, I just mean Hugh Grant, he would probably do a far better job. Certainly be more charming. But no, that isn't, of course, what happened. That's what the mainstream media are trying to push. That's the narrative they're pushing. But anyone who watched it, well, you could see that wasn't what happened at all. What actually happened was that you had President Trump, the world's most powerful man, talking down to Britain's most hated man, you know, and when Starmer's going on about, the Chagos deal, yes, that's very good, a very good deal. Yes, I like it. You might as well say, yes, dear, that's a very good deal, dear. Now, let's get you back to bed, take him by the shoulders, you know, patronizing him. Yes. It's like he's talking to a 6-year-old. Now, you all know, you've all got kids and grandkids and things. When your little 5 or 6-year-old goes, but Mummy, can I have this? Well, we'll see, dear. Oh, look, Mummy, look, I've done some paintings at work and it's the most awful hand daub. But you go, oh, that's lovely, dear. We'll put that on the fridge. Because you want that little 6-year-old to feel proud of what he's done. Give him that sense of achievement. Make him feel good. And that's exactly what Trump was doing to Starmer. You know? And the press are all going, you know, oh, look, Britain, Starmer saved us from getting tariffs. But here's the thing. Nowhere did Trump say Britain wasn't getting tariffs. Nowhere did Trump say he was definitely going to allow the Chagos deal to go through. What he was doing was making the right noises. Buns for elephants. Starmer needed massaging. He's got this ego. And he needed to feel as though he was doing something that looks good in Britain. And it didn't. You know, despite the push, despite the polish and spin that the mainstream media are trying to push, the fact is, he was a soft easement turd plopping into the toilet of history. Little pat on the head from Trump. Well done. We'll put your little finger daubs on the fridge door, Mr. Starmer. Now, on your way. There you go. Nice guy. I like him. Bit simple, but nice. And off he goes. He comes back to Britain. He's going, oh, look, the press love me. The press adore me. People of Britain, rejoice, I have returned. Not realising that the people of Britain are going, what a wanker. And he really believes his own press. He really thinks his shit don't stink. He really thinks he's a man of influence. And he really isn't. And what's funny And just as we watch it, what's funny is he really does, and you can see in his eyes that he really does believe this. Now, in reality, of course, there's nothing stopping Trump in a week's time going, do you know what? I've thought about it. I'm going to put the veto on the Chagos deal. And then what are they all going to do? But. Well, he didn't sign anything. He didn't say anything. Didn't confirm. He just said, yeah, it's a great idea. It's a great idea. Yeah, great idea. Great finger jobs. Great finger jobs. Let's put them on the refrigerator. And if it's a great refrigerator, that's what you've got. And, tariffs will go on. But you said no tariffs. I didn't say tariffs, and all this. And he didn't say that. And nothing. He committed to nothing. And then, of course, there is the Love Actually moment. And I know I've covered it, but it's still funny. Where he goes on, Mr. President, don't try to divide us and Canada. But with all out, with all the wit and charm of a car accident, really, isn't it? And Starmer just shuts him down. That's enough. Now, I know there are some people out there in, mad wonderland through the looking glass who say, oh, no, he was talking to a reporter. He wasn't. The reporter asked Starmer the question about this, and Starmer was responding. And it was quite clear that Trump did not like that answer, and he just went, that's enough, and moved on. Incidentally, and I've heard, and I don't know if it's true, it's a rumour, that when they set the microphones up with Trump and whoever Trump's with, Trump's microphone is always slightly louder. So when he speaks, it comes across more authoritarian, and they put a bit more slight resonance on it just to give him that voice. It wouldn't surprise me. It's the way the boss always has a bigger chair than you when you go in for a meeting. It's that power-based thing, the throne of power, Because, America it is a monarchy. People don't realise it. But by definition, America is a monarchy. It's just not a kingdom. But it is a monarchy, and he is the monarch. Literally, monarchy means rule by one. And Trump is the one. And he isn't going to let some ineffectual, loathsome human floater deflect from the real power. And the real power base in the world really resides in maybe a handful of people in the world. And the American president is definitely, well, I won't say he's the top, but he's in the top 2, isn't he? Anyway, let me know what you think. Is Starmer one of those flushables? Or is he a huge diplomatic presence bestriding the world stage and who commands, respect and love from all who meet him? Yeah, I know. Thanks very much. Speak soon. Bye.